Welcome, WolfTheWolfettes! We are back with the brilliant Jurassic World Evolution 2 on the PlayStation 5. And I hope you guys and girls are having an absolutely fantastic day. Now, in the previous video I mentioned that today we were going to jump into Chaos Theory story mode and we were going to experience some of the story missions featuring Jurassic Park and Jurassic World the movie. Now, I've played through Chaos Theory a little bit off camera and the missions are actually very long. Each mission will take about 10 to 15 hours to finish. So for that reason I thought to myself, instead of spending another 20 episodes doing one story mission, why not just jump into sandbox mode and start building our very own theme park. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be jumping into sandbox mode and we're going to start building Sharptooth Island, which is what I'm going to be naming my theme park, which is a reference to the T-Rexes in that old movie, A Land Before Time. If you've never seen it, make sure you watch it. It's a very old kids film. It is brilliant. I'm just going to quickly shut my curtains because the sun is right in my eyes. There we go. That's probably messed up my chroma key in there. But one thing I should mention, we haven't unlocked all of the dinosaurs yet and we haven't researched all of the buildings yet in story mode. So for that reason, we are going to be limited with some of the things that we can do in sandbox mode. But as I play off camera and I finish some of the story stuff off camera, I'm sure I can incorporate anything new I unlock off camera when I do future videos in my park. But let's jump into sandbox. Sorry for the long intro. Sandbox mode. Build your ultimate park. Customize your experience from altering the economy to how dinosaurs behave. It's all in your hands. Now, one thing I really hope we can do is I hope we can turn off the weather. Well, not turn off the weather, but like turn off like bad weather, because I am sick to death of tornadoes ruining my day. The amount of times that tornadoes have popped down at very inconvenient times and completely ruined my day has been ridiculous. Alright, so it looks like we can go to Canada, which is going to be a medium-sized map. We've got Issa Nebula, 1993, which is where the Jurassic Park movie is set, and that is a large map. We've got Arizona, we've got Washington State, we've got Pennsylvania, we've got Oregon, and we've got California. Alright, so where do we want to build our park? I mean, I would like to pick Arizona purely because this is a very flat, blank canvas. But I don't like the fact that everything is desert. It just looks a bit weird for a dinosaur theme park for everything to be a desert. Probably after watching the Jurassic Park film so many times, you're used to it being green and trees and lush, ain't it? I think we'll go with... Should we go with Isla Nebula? I think we'll go with this one, to be honest. I think this is probably going to be the nicest one. But I think there is a ton of trees, so we're probably going to have to do quite a bit of customizing on the map. Right, I'm going to set my rules to custom. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, all buildings. I think this might be because you've got different sets of buildings in this game. You've got buildings from Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and then ones that are made for the game. So if you turn on all buildings, then you've got a big variety of building types you can use. So we're going to leave that on all buildings. This is the kind of people that walk around in your park and the kinds of staff that talk to you. So I'm going to switch this over to Jurassic Park staff and guests. And then you've got creative mode, which would be sort of like Minecraft creative mode, where you can just focus on building a beautiful park and not have to worry about any of the other stuff. But I'm not going to have it on creative mode because I want my dinosaurs to be angry sometimes. I want them to try and break out and stuff like that. But we're going to go on custom. Weather level. I'm going to put weather level on calm. I don't know if that completely turns off the storms, but we're going to have it on calm. Terrain, normal. Okay, off. Normal disease. Yeah, we want to have dinosaurs' diseases turned on because it just makes it more interesting. Dinosaurs don't starve. I want them to be able to starve. I want to actually have to build a good enclosure. I don't want to just be able to throw a dinosaur inside an enclosure with no food and be perfectly fine, because that's just weird. Dinosaur lifespan normal. I'm gonna put this. Oh, I don't want it. I want to do it on high. All right, we're gonna keep it on normal because dinosaurs do die of old age in this game. That's something you really have to monitor, because if you build a lot of if you breed a lot of Triceratops, put them into an enclosure at the same time, they will probably die around the same time, and you need to be prepared for that because you need to replace them with new Triceratops. So you need to monitor that because they all die around the same time. Combat frequency. I'm going to put this on none. I don't want my dinosaurs fighting each other. Actually, we'll leave it on normal because it's sometimes good to see the behaviour. Herbivores are able to initiate fights. Okay. Unlimited power off. Yeah, I want to have to deal with power. Man, you can make it so relaxing. Oh, we're going to turn that off. Sabotage risk. Yeah, so pretty much somebody can come to your park and they can sabotage your gates, where all of your dinosaur gates will open and then all your dinosaurs get released. So you definitely want to turn that off. That is a horrendous bloody thing to have turned on. We don't want unlimited cash. I'll put it on high. Alright, there we go. We're ready to start. Man, that took a lot of time, didn't it? 6 minutes and we ain't even started doing anything yet. Sorry, BwolfTheWolf. I didn't know there was going to be so many options. Isla Nublar, 1993. Build your own vision of Jurassic Park on Isla Nublar, free of restrictions. Well, we're not free of restrictions because I don't have everything unlocked. I have to unlock everything in bloody story mode and chaos theory mode and challenge mode. So I'm not free of restrictions. That's a bloody lie. Man, there is a lot of trees here, isn't there? I'm kind of regretting my decision now. I should have picked Arizona because there's nothing in Arizona, just a few cactuses. Okay. How big is this place then? It's pretty nice, but unfortunately, you got this big ass mountain in the way. We're literally going to have like a little path that comes down here and then connects to the rest of the park down here. It's going to be a very nice shape, I guess. Lots of mountains and things like that. It's better than it just being straight up flat, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Alright, well, we've got $32 million in the bank, so we are fucking loaded at the moment. Right, so, where is the build zone? First things first, we need to build. Oh, look. Yeah, see, look, you've got a Jurassic World category, a Jurassic Park category, and I'm guessing this is just default buildings from the game. We're going to stick with Jurassic Park, I guess, because we are in a Jurassic Park place. So we need to get an arrival point. I'm going to stick this up here. I want to make sure I leave some room for a power station, because that's something you guys and girls haven't seen. But if you build a power station, you can build pylons and substations, and you can power up your park continuously from a power station, and then you don't have to worry about constantly refilling those backup generators. So it's very good. Obviously it constantly takes money out of your bank, but it's not a big deal. You're going to lose loads of money from your bank anyway when you have to fill up the generators, so it's not a big deal. It just saves you a lot of hassle. Right, what do we need to get now? The control center as well, don't we? Right, I'm just going to get... This video is probably going to consist of me just building all of the boring buildings, so I do apologise about that. We probably won't get any dinosaurs made today, but we shall see. We shall see, Wolf and Wolfettes. Okay. Then we want to have this path coming down quite far, actually. Okay. Right, so park is still closed. Alright. So what do we need to get? There's a couple of things that you don't need to build. I mean, you might want to build them just because they look visually nice, but you don't really need to build a science centre, because I don't think you can do any research whatsoever. Because how the game works when you're playing in like chaos theory mode, the way that you get dinosaurs is you need to send a bunch of scientists out on a live expedition to collect a bunch of fossils. Then once they catch the fossils, they bring it back to the science centre. Then you need to send your scientists into the science centre to extract DNA from the fossils. Then those fossils, once you've got the DNA from them, those DNA will be taken to a hatchery where it will be turned into eggs. And then those eggs will be turned into dinosaurs. That's pretty much how it works, but I don't think you have to do any of that because you can't unlock any new dinosaurs. So one thing I need to quickly grab is we're going to grab a power station. But as you can see, look, locked. Researching campaign, chaos theory or challenge mode to unlock. See what I mean? It would be good to have a large power station, but we've got a small one, so it's all good. We're going to make sure we get one of these built up here. First things first, I want to do the path. There we go. That's looking very nice. Alright, so, I don't think these buildings need to be powered up, do they? Okay, so I think what we're going to do now, because this is going to be the area where the guests arrive. So I think what we will do is we will get a few like amenities and stuff like that. You haven't seen me make any of these in this playthrough so far, but I think what we will do is, first things first, we're going to get an emergency shelter because they might arrive at the park right when a tornado drops down. I've got the weather set to calm, but I don't know if that means you won't get many storms or if it means there'll be no storms. Hopefully it means no storms, but just in case, we're going to get an emergency shelter. And also, dinosaurs might still escape, so we do need to be ready for all situations. We're going to get a toilet up here as well. When you build your toilets, I don't know how you turn it on, but pretty much, normally the pathways will change colour, so you know which areas are being supported by a toilet and which ones aren't being supported, because you need to have 100% coverage, preferably, to make your guests happy. Sorry, I'm losing my voice at the moment. I'm talking too much. But we're going to have a toilet up here. So any guests, you know, they arrive from a nice helicopter ride or a train ride. You might need to get off the train or the bus or whatever, however they got here. You might need to take a piss. So we're going to have a toilet here. And then we are going to get a few shops. Now, with the shops, pretty much how the shops work is you can build a shop, either a small, medium or large if you've researched them. And pretty much, you're going to have to cater to the type of visitors you have in your park. So you might have a lot of adventurous types, or you might have a lot of environmentalists and stuff like that. So pretty much you want to just build them, see what kind of audience you've got, and then adjust what kinds of food is inside the place, what kind of drinks and what kind of shopping is available. So you don't really want to mess with it just yet. You want to wait until you've opened your park. But this one is going to be this one's currently serving authentic sushi, but this is going to be a food shop. If you go on configure and you click here, you can change the food type, and as you can see, different foods appeal to different types of guests. And if you come all the way down to the bottom, you can switch it over to either a drink shop or a shopping shop. But we're going to leave this one on food for now. We're going to have to adjust this later. And then we're going to get another one. Whoops. Is this a small one, ain't it? Yeah. We're going to get another small one. Whoops. I don't want to build anything too big just yet. And this is going to be... I should have changed it before I built it, but never mind. This is going to be a drink one. Okay. Man, I'm really losing my voice at the moment. Sorry, BwolfTheWolf, and I keep pressing the wrong button as well. And then we're going to build... a shopping amenity. Lovely. And we will sort all of the stuff out once we start getting some guests. We'll change what kinds of food they sell, what kinds of drinks are available, stuff like that. Alright, now we're going to set up the power. So we're going to get the pylons. Pretty much all of the pylons need to connect to this main bit right here. And pylons also can't can't cross each other. So try to plan out your pylons as good as possible, because you don't want to... Thankfully I've got the large substation as well, but you don't want to build your pylons in a stupid location and have to build more and then you ain't got no room to do it. There you go. Now that should power up all of these. And then you can add some more pylons and extend this down here if you need to. Then you can build another substation and power up some more buildings, stuff like that. Lovely. Still got 31 million in the bank, so we're doing alright at the moment. Right, so what else do we want to have up here? I think what we will also build up here is we will get a large hotel. Now hotels, preferably, you should build hotels near dinosaurs. Because if they can see dinosaurs, I think it increases the appeal of the hotel. But we're going to build one up here just for anybody that's arrived and they're feeling a little bit tired, you know, and they want to have a rest. Because even though you're going on holiday, travelling is bloody exhausting. So sometimes you get to your bloody hotel and instead of doing anything fun, you just want to go to sleep. So we're gonna have a hotel over here just for anybody that's feeling like that. And we'll build some more hotels near like the T-Rex enclosure and stuff like that later. Okay, right, so what we've got so far, we've got our hotel, we've got a couple of amenities like shopping, drinks and food. We've got a toilet over here, we've got an emergency shelter just in case the T-Rex decides to break out. This is the control centre. We might as well get ourselves, actually we're not going to get ourselves any scientists yet, we don't need to. So there's no point getting them yet because then we're going to have to start paying them wages and we don't want to do that. We might as well build... One thing we do still need, because it increases the amount of scientists you can recruit, but we might build a science centre. Could probably build it down here maybe. Can I maybe slot one in over here? I think they're quite big, aren't they? A staff centre. Yeah. Can I like... Nah. Gotta make sure you pick the standard path. You don't want to pick the facility path because that is basically a dirt road and it will look very weird in a place like this. It also look very low budget as well. Oops. Did I just make that path wonky? Yes, I bloody did. Yeah, I know. We have to extend the power down here anyway. I think that still looks a bit wonky, doesn't it? Oh, well, never mind. Okay, right. Let's get some more pylons. We're going to connect that to this. There we go. Right, and then we can also stick some of our other more important buildings, like our, where is he? Response facility. Can that slot in there? Ah, you bastard. You bastard. Alright, so this will go over here. I'm trying to keep as many of the buildings near the edge as possible at the moment, just so I can like build like a massive area of just enclosures, and then we can surround it with lots of like viewing galleries and stuff like that. I've also got better viewing galleries. I've got the normal one that you connect to the side of the enclosure. I also unlocked a viewing tower where you can place it basically anywhere, and then there's like a big circle that is the viewing location, and then you can have it like bang bang smack in the middle of an enclosure, and they can view it from pretty much anywhere. You can build the towers anywhere, so it's pretty damn good actually. I'll show you all once we start building the dinosaur enclosures. Alright, let's connect this over here. Lovely. Okay, so we've got all of our shops and stuff up there. Just when the guests arrive, we can make some of the big money. Then we've got all of our dinosaur facilities down here. Oh, we need to get a vet. That's one thing we also need to get. There we go. Apologies that we're not building any dinosaurs or anything yet, but I want to make sure we get all of the good stuff built first. And then I think what we will focus on doing is possibly kicking things off with a T-Rex, you know? I feel like we should just kick things off with a T-Rex. It just seems like the right thing to do, to be honest. It really does just seem like the right thing to do. Start things off with a T-Rex, get a T-Rex relatively close to the entrance, and the first thing you see when you arrive at Sharptooth Island is you see a fucking T-Rex. I mean, that's just the way things need to be, ain't it? It's just how things need to be. But this power station, if you hover over it, I think it generates 60 units of power, and at the moment it's using only 16, so that's good. But you gotta make sure you connect the pylons to that one little section of the power station. Oh, come on. Right, let me get rid of this water because it's driving me insane. I know my park is closed. There's no point in me opening up Sharptooth Island if we don't even have a Sharptooth in the island. What is the point? Then they're going to get me done for false advertising. And I don't want to be done for false advertising. That's not me. I'm a very honest man. I mean, I do get in front of the camera and pretend to be happy when I'm not, so I suppose that is pretty fake of me. But other than that, I'm a very honest man. But I think everybody on YouTube does that. Every single YouTuber, every single actor, comedian, everybody you watch, there is definitely going to be times where they're up on camera, up on stage, in a movie, and they're just not feeling happy, but they're faking it because they've got to get their job done, you know? That's just how life is. You just got to... Same as when you go to work and you just do a normal 9-to-5 job. You know, when I'm at work, the teachers talk to me sometimes, all happily, like, you know, hello David, how are you? And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm alright. I'm fucking not though. I'm not. It's just how life is, isn't it? Sometimes you've got to tell a porky. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay. We've actually made quite a bit of progress, to be honest. Yeah, I think we've made quite a bit of progress. We've got some nice power set up. We've got a lot of amenities and stuff. I might get another cheeky little toilet down here, though. Just because I don't know... How can you check the coverage? I don't know, maybe it starts appearing once you've opened the park. But normally when you try to play, I mean, there's probably a button you can press, but when you go to build like a amenity or a toilet, the path gets highlighted in green if it's being covered by a food shop or if it's being covered by, oh no, rain. Oh great, tornado's probably going to come now. Or it will highlight red if it's not being covered by a toilet. And then you've got to make sure you build one in the area. And the more coverage you've got, the higher your rating is. Because we want to try and get a 5-star rating in this park, obviously. I don't know how possible it's going to be, because I've not got that many dinosaurs unlocked. Right, so I think we're basically set up now. All we need to do is... I think what we'll do now is we'll recruit some scientists. Okay, so at the moment I just want to get 3. Because when you recruit the scientists, you automatically get like 9 research points, training points, and you can like really increase their talents. But you want to make sure you look at their traits. Reduces the salary by 50%. Jesus, that's a very good trait to have. And we can upgrade her to be very good in the genetics. We want somebody that's like really good with genetics. Hey look, here we go. We've got a welfare guy here. Yeah, we're going to grab this guy. He can be our veterinarian. Dr. Lee over here. Then we want to get somebody that's got very good logistics. Preferably somebody with like that can go up to 10. It doesn't look like we've got any others around yet. How long does it take for them to like change? Alright, we're going to leave it like that for now. Alright, we're going to train this guy up. We're going to put a bunch of points in genetics, welfare I mean. And then we're going to put a few more in genetics. There you go. He's got any other? He's got 2 more. Bloody hell, we can nearly max him out. There you go. Lovely. So we've got a very good veterinarian now, which is what we're going to need. Okay, so we've got about 5 minutes left of this video, I think. Yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm now going to build a enclosure, but this enclosure is going to be purely for breeding the dinosaurs. So pretty much you need to get an enclosure. We're only going to build a cheap enclosure. Oh, I can also build the... oh, we can't make the water ones yet. I've not unlocked it yet. Oh, we can't build any underwater stuff. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'll try and unlock it off camera, and then we can do it next time I come back. I'm going to be making 3 videos today, but we've got plenty of stuff to do until I need to unlock more stuff. Oh, also, look, these Jurassic Park response facilities have 2 jeeps instead of 1. So we're able to send 2 jeeps out and have them like responding to lots of stuff, you know. So we've got 2 jeeps available instead of 1, so it's very good. But pretty much what you need to do is you need to build an enclosure. We might as well just use a cheap one for now. And then you need to attach the hatchery to it. And if you want, you can use the hatchery to release the dinosaurs straight into the enclosure that it's attached to. Or you can airlift them, which you need to do most of the time, to a different enclosure somewhere else. So to be honest, this doesn't really need to be that big. We'll make it relatively big just so it looks a bit more normal, but it doesn't need to be big because this is just going to be where we're breeding our dinosaurs. I suppose we could maybe release some into it, but you don't need to. Right, I don't think we're going to need a gate for this place. But just in case we decide to turn this into a proper enclosure, we'll get a couple of gates. Right, now where's the hatchery? Oops. That scared the shit out of me. Bloody hell, we've made no money. Well, we don't really need to make money at the moment. I mean, at the moment we're spending money powering the park, and we also need to pay wages to our new veterinarian. But other than that, we're all right. We've still got 29 million in the bank. We're all good. I'll open up the park soon. There's just no point at the moment because we've not got a single dinosaur. There we go. Right, so once this is built, let me show you how it works. So pretty much what you will do, if I had a live expedition centre, I would click on the live expedition centre, I would send my scientists out to go and find me a bunch of fossils. Then the fossils will be brought back to my science centre, which we would have built, which I didn't build because there's no need. But then you click on the science centre, and then you extract all of the DNA from the fossils, and once you've got, I think, up to 50% of the genome of a certain dinosaur, then you can start breeding the dinosaurs over here. Now, the more higher percentage you've got of like dinosaur genome, the better quality dinosaurs you'll get. So you might get dinosaurs with good traits like lives longer, has more energy, stuff like that. But if you've got like really bad percentages of DNA, then you might end up getting stuff like more likely to attack the Jeep and bad traits like that. So you want to try and send them out and collect as many fossils as possible and try and have 100% genome if possible, 100% DNA. But I'm not going to have much more time to do anything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come onto the capture mode. We're going to hide the HUD. And there you go. This is going to be my thumbnail. But this right here, this is going to be Sharp Tooth Island. I apologise that this video has probably been relatively boring, but we've got all of the essential stuff down. So next time, in the next video, I can start breeding a bunch of dinosaurs. And I think we're going to kick things off with the magnificent Sharp Tooth himself, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So make sure you tune in for the next video because it's going to be It's going to be a sharp one. But yeah, thanks for watching BwolfTheWolf. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Man, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? Like, share, and join the pack today.